in the house, the brick house. This is awesome. How y'all doing today? Are we awake? Or did you just get out of bed, you know, and you rolled out of bed and said, hey, I want to go to school today? It's cool. Well, just before, Miss Michelle's going to come up, but before we do that, please, we want to establish the fact that phones are now away, and they're going to be away until we get to lunch, right? Okay, so no phones during your workshops today, okay? So please, don't do it. Help your teachers out so they don't have to take it from you, okay? All right, Miss Michelle?
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to our first Friday chapel ever at our new campus. How are you all doing this morning? This is our first Friday here. This is pretty amazing. So for our first Friday ever, we are having our own assembly. We've got everybody here together. This is big, exciting stuff for us. So I'm glad that you're all here to be part of it with us. Do we have any parents here today? We do? Oh yeah, look at all those hands going up. Hi parents. Thank you for being here today. We are so excited to have you here. We are so excited to all be on this new campus. So I want to ask you guys, how do you like this new campus? That wasn't even really that loud, guys. I mean, do you like it? Do you like it? That's what I want to hear, okay? We really, really wanted our own home because we want it to be your home. We want to know that we finally have a place that is ours, that we can decorate, and it is actually our house now. So we are excited about that. We've not had that before. We're so happy that you're all here to be part of it, and we appreciate you parents who made it here today with us. I do want to remind everyone that we have a home game tonight, and we'd love to have you come out and be part of it. So I'll be there. I hope to see a lot of friendly faces there tonight. It is also senior night. How many seniors do we have in the house today? Raise your hand. Put some hands up. Okay. So we are celebrating our seniors tonight as well. All right. So make sure to give your seniors a hug. We love our seniors. All right. We love all of you. But, you know, seniors' days are numbered at this point. All right. I do want to let you know that a lot of you attended the open house this weekend. I really appreciate that. And you know, we were giving out smoothies, and I told everybody that they would be starting soon. So next week we will officially be selling smoothies during the day for people who want them. They will be $3. And each day we'll have a smoothie of the day. So one day it might be strawberry banana, the next day it may be chocolate cherry. It'll be a different flavor every day, and that will be listed on the board that does not exist at this moment, but it should be delivered today. It will be hanging right there, and it will tell you the smoothie flavor of the day. So please look out for that. Please remember that when you're coming next week. If you do want to purchase one, they will be available. I know that everyone's been using the infused water this week. I love it. I hear the kids say, I want to go and get some of the special water. I want to go get some of the good water. So I love that you guys are doing that because I really love to see you drinking more water. So good for you for using that, and it will be there every day for you. All right, I really just wanted to come up and welcome everybody to our first Friday here on this campus. I am so excited to be standing here. I am so proud of all of our staff members, and Mr. Eric and Coach Paul really, really killed it the last couple months, man. They were here every day, morning to night, just really making this happen, and I really appreciate them very much. And I appreciate all the staff and parents that also helped, and all of the students that helped, because we had a lot of you come out and do things too, and we really appreciate that. So I'm going to let service get started. Have a wonderful Friday. I know many of you are still on campus. You'll be at this campus, so it's kind of like a new day all over again. So have a wonderful day. Love to you all.
Here we go. Come on, let's stand up. New chapel, new you, okay? We're going for it. Come on, let's do this music. Suddenly got the night when I'm with you. Picture me on the screen, thinking about special wine. Perfect love in the night, you. This love is for you, you will never let go, never let go. It's more than just worth loving, I'm out of control, out of control. Real love, this is real love. This is real love, this is real love, yeah. You won't let me down. You got me, you got me. And this love is for real, you will never let go, never let go. Oh, it's more than just words, love beyond my control, out of control. Gonna be closer, holding my heart till the very end. Jesus, I found in your freedom. This is real love, this is real love, oh. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly my life when I'm with you. 1, 2, 3. Pulling me closer and closer. Jesus, I'm found in your freedom. This is real love,
of a Jesus that is fierce. He is stronger and mightier than anything in this world. Just know that when everything comes crashing down, there is a God standing right behind you holding everything up. His love is so fierce, His love is so strong, that He sent His only Son, His one Son, to die. To die for sinners, to die for people that didn't believe in Him. I just want to sing the chorus of that song one more time. Rushing in Lord, God, we thank you for being fierce. We thank you for being our rock, our strong point, our high ground, Lord. We thank you for being our cornerstone. God, I just pray as we go about today, I hope we have a lot of fun, God. I hope we stay safe. But I hope we just remember, God, that when this world is crumbling around us, that you're right there holding it up for us, Lord. We thank you and love you. In your mighty name we pray. Everyone said, amen.
Good job, Thomas.
When I was a kid, I go to a math book in a week, so I'm going to see about what job I got right now.
What job?
Stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Not an astronaut?
But I listened to what Jim Valvano said 21 years ago. The most poignant 7 words ever uttered in any speech anywhere. Don't give up.
If I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always a chance of getting up.
No matter what you might do, don't quit. The secret is in not giving up. Everybody who does something great, they were that deep. What they had was resiliency. They had the ability to bounce back. All the great, they didn't quit. No matter how impossible your situation may seem, stay on course. I guarantee you cannot pass it if you quit. I guarantee you gonna fail, but you don't know what's gonna happen if you keep going.
I'm fragile. I feel pain. I hurt. I open my eyes. I crave victory. I do not give up. I feel no fear. I fear no man. I create. I conquer. I hold the power.
Make a choice. Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. You can't have another bad year. You got to get to the point where enough is enough. It's much easier to come up with excuses why you can't do it. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is easy, complain about your situation and circumstances. You surrender and give up on your dreams. Become depressed and bitter and angry. Anybody can do that. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, keep coming back again and again and again. Get up dressed every day. Take life on. Taking life by the collar. You say yes. I will do it. I can do this. And you've said to yourself, I'm willing to face the nerves. I'm willing to be blessed.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you text?
Do I text?
Yeah.
Only when I try.
That's
No, it was a joke.
Don't
No.
try.
I try to text.
Hey, fun fact real quick. You know the past tense of text? Like he texted he?
Texted it.
Right? Is it texted or text? Actually, it's both. That's what I found out, at least. I don't know, English teachers correct me if I'm wrong. But I looked it up, I Googled it, I was like, this is weird. Like, do I say he texted me or she texted me, or do I say she texted me?
Texted it.
Either one.
What I really like is that you looked it up, you Googled it. You didn't look it up.
Carl, I Googled
Look it up. When I was a kid, we got a set of encyclopedias.
Oh,
That was
we
the
did it.
hard copy of Google back then. And my dad always called it the Look It Up Club. When I would say, how far is it from the Earth to the Moon? He'd say, go to the Look It Up Club. And I'd have to go and actually look it up in the book. To find it, I didn't just go to my phone and say, Google, how far is it from the Earth to the Moon? Google would say to me, go to the Look It Up Club. No, that's the difference between you and me, I guess. I'm old school. You're almost old school. You're on the
I'm on the
30.
verge.
You're on the 30.
Stop it.
No, I'll welcome you into my club because you're over 30. It's the under 30. It's the 20s. The people in their 20s that have no clue as to some of the things that we go through. My wife's oldest son, he can't tell time. The guy's a grown man and he can't tell time. It was 1:57. And I reminded him, I said, hey, your show starts at 2 o'clock. And he says, well, it's only 1:57, I got an hour to go. Because he can't tell time. He's reading the digital clock, 1:57. He thought that was 1 o'clock. You got a whole hour before it turns 2. I said, you got 3 minutes, man. I said, what are you going to do? You can't tell time by a face clock. Everybody look at the wall there. That's what I'm talking about, a face clock.
Yeah.
All right, see, 9:16, 9:17. That's closer to 9 o'clock. All right, but if it was closer to 10 o'clock, I mean, can you imagine if you couldn't tell time like that? Certain jobs, I know, like they give directions for people. They say, like in the military, when they say, watch your 6. Anybody know what that means? What does it mean, Barboza? Watch your back.
Good job.
Why is your 6 called your back? Look at the clock. 6 is on the bottom, the back of the clock. 6 o'clock. You got 12 o'clock ahead of you, 6 o'clock behind you. So watch what's behind you. Watch your 6. See, those are little things that people under 20 or under 30 even, they may not know.
You know what I like, Carl? I like when you got a little relationship going on, right? The girlfriend, berfwenching, and somebody gets upset and says, I'm done with this. They don't call the person. They don't say, oh yeah, let's meet up, I need to tell you something. No, it's literally from a text. Hey, check it out. I'm just not feeling this, so I'm just gonna cut this, I'm gonna be done with this relationship. It's not you, it's me, that kind of stuff. Through a text message, people. How many of you have done that? Come on, raise your hand. There's a couple people.
So my phone broke up with me. That's what you had to say. There's no personal communication. Nobody's following through. I noticed that when it comes to texting, you guys like to do some abbreviations.
Oh yeah.
It's like
OMG.
let's see.
I don't even know some of these ones that are new.
What's up? BRB?
Yeah, BRB.
Yeah,
TMI.
yeah. I've been accused of that one. My favorite window is LOL. LOL. See, now, my generation, we had the better idea. We used to do those kind of things too. At the end of a joke, we'd always write HA, HA. It stood for ha-ha.
Exactly.
What the heck is LOL? I mean, you don't know what that is unless you're, like under 30.
I know, they're writing whole, entire text messages with those abbreviations.
Yeah.
LOL, OMG, blah, 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 blah.
When I would get these texts, that's a hard one to say too, portable texts. When I would get them and I wouldn't know what that was, I would have to go to a young person and ask them. I would ask him, what does that abbreviation mean? You see, I wanted to know. I wanted to go further with my knowledge, with my education, as opposed to, and I don't mean to sound like I'm picking on the young people, but I know like my kids at home, if I would say something that they didn't understand, they wouldn't try to figure out what it was or even ask me, what do you mean? They just, ignore me, whatever. My favorite one was like, if they were just giving me a hard time and they kept complaining about everything, and I'd tell them, man, you sound like a broken record. And they never had a record player, so they didn't know what a record, you young kids, anybody in here not know what a record player was? Yeah, before MP3s, before CDs, there was this big circular disc and you would put a needle on it and it would project the music through there. But when I tell them that they were sounding like a broken record, they didn't know what I meant. They didn't know what I meant. They didn't know what I meant. Some of you still don't know what I mean. A broken record, it skips. See, nobody wants to learn about the old stuff anymore. I do. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
There's some people out there.
Fantastic. Way to be diligent, Clayton. I appreciate that so much.
Good stuff.
In the Bible, there's all kinds of stories about people that were diligent, that didn't give up.
Right.
One of my favorite ones is from the Old Testament. It was a long time before Jesus was around. And it's a story of a little boy. Let me see. I need a volunteer. Jackson. My friend Jackson. Come on up. Come on, Jackson.
Go, Jack.
Come on. All right. How about Juan? No. Clayton, you'd be perfect, Clayton. Come on up here. Thank you, Clayton. I appreciate that. This young, stalwart lad, his name is really David. And from the time that David could walk, his dad put him to work. I need a dad. I need a Jesse. A dad, sorry. No, Barbosa, come on up, please. Come on up, stand next to Mr. Aaron. So, Jesse, David's father, from the time that David was able to walk around and be responsible, his father made him go to work on the family business, which was sheep. No, it's not slavery. It's called teaching your children responsibility. Right, Mom and Dad? So Jesse, you want to give your son an assignment. So go watch the sheep.
I can't hear you.
There it is. All right. So David was a sheep herder, and he would herd the sheep, and he would watch them, and sometimes bad things would happen, and he had to take care of the problem. Let's see, you don't even know what I need, kid. You're volunteering. Lara, I need a lion. So over there, stop right there. Okay, so David is out guarding the sheep. Jesse is over here doing his business at the homestead. And all of a sudden, along comes, you know what? How is this lion going to attack any sheep when I don't have any sheep? I need some sheep. I need 4 people real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on up here on your hands and knees and you're the sheep. And the sheep go close enough. Okay, now comes the mean old lion, thinking that she's going to get a nice little lunch of lamb, and David has to protect him. Protect him, David. He's stabbing the lion. He's killing the lion. And the lion dies. And all the sheep cheer, hey, David. So David was a very good shepherd. But you know what? The village that David... David's village. These bad guys were called Philistines. And they sent their best warrior, Goliath,
Oh, yeah.
over here. Goliath decided that he was just going to kill anybody that came near him. So all of the army was afraid. All of the police were afraid. All of the quote-unquote heroes of the town were afraid. Jesse said, "We got to do something." He said, "We've got to do something." All of his other sons were already in the army. The only one left was David. And David said,
It's the microphone.
and David said, he said, "You're too big." And David said, "No, I'm not."
No, I'm not.
All right. So David comes to the battlefield, and Goliath threatens him. Maybe kind of scared there. So David, however, trusted in the Lord. And he bent down and he picked up a rock. And the Lord, as in God our Father. Okay. Goliath laughed at David and said, "Hello, is it going to hurt me?" And David said,
I trust in the Lord.
"Now swing your slingshot around." Not that kind of slingshot, but that'll work, I suppose. And the rock flew into the air and smacked Goliath on the forehead, and he fell down dead. This is the best part of the story. David comes over to Goliath, and he puts one foot on his chest, and one hand in the air, and he takes Goliath's own sword and chops off his head. But we're not going to do that. Let's have a hand for all of our volunteers.
Yeah, that's pretty dramatic, Carl. I liked it. All right. So what are we learning from this story is that diligence is the key, right? To believe and trust and be diligent even when everybody else is telling you not. It's not going to happen. Okay? Guys, how many of you have been told that you can't do something? I know I have. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about behavior, stuff like that. I'm talking about you want to do something, you have a dream, and people are saying you can't, you wouldn't be able to do that. I just want you to understand that the people that find success are the people that are willing to say, okay, they've told me I can't, but I'm going to use that to fuel myself up to the next level, to take it to the next level. Right? Don't take somebody's criticism and allow it to defeat you. Okay? The giant was standing right here of criticism. And David didn't allow that giant to defeat him, and he pushed through it. And he trusted God along the way. But he did his part too, right? He had to stand there. He had to sling the stone. Standing before a giant that's 2-3 times his size. Right? And I just want you to understand, like, there's going to be giants. I promise you. If you think it's going to be easy, and you just like, oh yeah, my dream is I'm going to be a football player, and it's going to be great, it's going to be easy, it'll all work out, right? Or my dream is I'm going to write books, these amazing books. You're going to have people coming up saying, you're terrible. You can't write a single thing. You cannot play football. You don't have that ability. But push through it. There you go. Yes, I do. Okay? We want to encourage you today with that. Let's pray this morning. Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for this week and how we have just discovered a new diligence in our heart, Lord. I pray that, Lord, it would rise within us, Lord. And I pray that today, even today, as we go throughout our workshops, that the dreams that you put in us, Lord, that you would reveal those even more so to us, Lord. And that you just make them burn in us, Lord, that we would just burn to accomplish those things and set out and do those dreams, Lord. That we would be diligent, that we'd work past our laziness, that we'd work past our fears, work past our weaknesses, Lord, to see that you are good and you're faithful through it, Lord. Because you are faithful, Lord. You've been diligent to love us and to give your Son and sacrifice him for us, Lord. So how much more can we be diligent and be strengthened by you today, Lord? We thank you. We pray safety and covering as we go throughout our workshops today, wherever we go, and just a fun-filled First Friday this quarter too, Lord. We pray it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Okay, so one of the things I do need to talk to you about is, first of all, during chapel, the entire program, you should be attentive and listening and participating, okay? And if you don't want to come up and dance or listen to the music up front with the band, that's fine, but if you're in your seats, you're being respectful, and we're listening, and we're not having our own conversations, and we're not laughing and goofing around, and if I do come around and ask you to move your seat, you just move, okay? That's what we need to do. And I'm only asking you to move because I'm trying to put you in a spot where you'll be a little more successful than you've been so far. Also, 15 people in the bathroom at one time during chapel is not okay. Okay? You didn't go to the restroom when we were at the other place. Mr. Tuttle, Mr. Hilliard, please turn around and listen. Thank you. So if it's like an emergency, you need to come to an adult first, and we will talk to you and help you and give you permission to go. But you guys just getting up and, you know, there being 8, 9 people in the restroom at one time is not okay. Okay? And you lasted an hour at the old place, you can last an hour at this place. You go before chapel starts. It's very simple. I'm also asking you, when you guys are out in the mornings and we're in the, you know, you guys are playing on the playground or running around the grass or whatever, before you come in, please make sure you wipe your feet really well before we come in here, because we don't want to trash the gym floor. So if you guys can do that, that would be really awesome. We'd appreciate that. Okay? Cell phone use, I did go through and I went through all the upstairs classrooms yesterday because I thought those were the only ones I would really have to talk to. But just to clarify, that policy has not changed. From the second you step on campus, your cell phone gets put away. If it's out during chapel or any class time, I get to have it for the day. If it happens a second time, your parents get an email or a phone call, and it's mine for 5 days. Each day you come in, you deliver it to me. And then we have 15, and then finally, no cell phone for you at school. Okay? So please remember, that policy has not changed. We talked about that. We talked about that the first day of school. I've had to remind a couple of you, but this week it is day 5 on our new campus, and I have had cell phones all 5 days. I didn't even have cell phones 5 days in a row at our last campus. So we are not doing that. Please make sure, because I know you can't stand it when I take your cell phone. Use it appropriately. You can have it at lunch. And so now we actually have, now we're going to go on to the fun stuff. I'm done being on you about stuff now. Now it's the good stuff. Our cheerleaders did something super amazing last weekend. Okay? So I would like all of our cheerleaders to come up front.
Alright, our cheerleading squad participated in a competition this weekend at Polk State College called Best of the Bay. They performed their 2.5-minute routine in front of about 3,000 people. It's pretty exciting. They got first place in their division and they won the school grand champion division. watch your cheerleaders will let you know what time.
Okay, and now my favorite part of workshop that I always tell you is I get to celebrate some of our wonderful students. So even though we did not have a morning show this week, your teachers have been watching for those students that have been exhibiting the character trait of diligence throughout the week. So I do have shout outs for you guys. And Monday, again, you'll see what's really cool. I'm so happy that we have this kitchen here now Monday. So Monday at lunchtime, when you come to pick up your lunch, those of you that have your shout outs will also be able to pick up your lunch treat. And our first shout out from Mr. John goes to Philip Tuttle for always being a diligent student athlete. Always on task and trying to complete every task right the first time. When you guys come up, grab your shout out from me on your way by. That'll work really well. Nash Turner from Mr. Cole. Nash always tells directions, goes on work in hand, he's never lazy. He cares about his work and puts in a good effort. From Mr. Alex, Savannah Clark, always staying focused and always taking care of business, ready when it's time to be ready. And then we have Mr. Brandon Johnson from Miss Sharon for never giving up and working hard until you find your answer, and for doing it with a smile. Chloe Kukalik from Miss Leslie. Chloe gives 100% to every activity we do in class. She never gives up. Chloe's a very hard worker, great example to all students. Taylor Flores from Miss Crystal. Andrew Kavacek. Andrew's always highly motivated to get his work done and do a great job at it. He's hardworking and very diligent from Miss Karen. Miss Victoria Light from Miss Serena for being so diligent with her work and always trying her best. Miss Star Bowles being diligent to do homework, diligent to prep her quiz, and always on task for Mr. Aaron. And sometimes we have a week where two teachers will nominate the same student, and we had this week. We have Mr. Carl and Mr. Dan both nominated for their both gave shout outs to Abby Kokoras for always being diligent about her schoolwork. And Mr. Dan says she displays diligence by investing time, thought, and energy into her work. And our last shout out, and he might be a little shy about coming up, so we're okay if he doesn't, but Mr. Waylon Waller from Miss Nina. This week he demonstrated diligence in his printing, listening, and paying attention.